Okay, my last fatherly advice thing for you guys is maintenance on your car. Don't let it get to the point where the check engine light turns on. Don't go over the recommended amount of miles with the same without doing an oil change. Make sure you take care of your car because it's an investment. They can last a very long time. There's nothing, and I understand it's a price. You pay a price every time you take it in to get serviced, or anytime you take time out of your day to service it if you have that aptitude. But nonetheless, it's going to pay dividends in the future. That way you don't have to buy a new car like every 5 years or 10 years. So take care of your things. All right, final note for you guys. Drink water. I know I've said it before, but I'd highly recommend to make sure you keep your water intake at a good level. You don't get enough water from drinking a glass of water with every meal, unless you're eating like 10,000 meals a day. But for real though, look online and drink a lot more water. Your pee should be fairly clear to kind of a lemonade color. Don't drink too much because you can die from that as well. There's a balance, but drink enough water to keep hydrated. Your body will work better, you'll feel better, and you'll be able to work out harder and think. Everything's just gonna work better. Drink water. Now it's for you. Okay, the very last thing that I have for you is to make sure that you hit the Stairmaster from time to time. It's a man crusher. Get out there. It's important to take a girl somewhere nice every once in a while, or a boy, depending on what you like. I don't really care. It's a new world, right? Take them somewhere nice, dress up, that type of thing feels good every once in a while. So go to the symphony, go to a quartet, do something nice, but get out, do more than just sit at home. Get outside your comfort zone. As much as as I am kind of an indoor cat and I love kind of sitting home and doing Netflix and chill and that type of stuff, getting out and having a good time with your significant other or something like that or whoever is a good time. So make sure you guys get out and don't just stay at home. Thank you guys. Take care. Last thing I got for you is friends. Your family is very important, and because they're always going to be there. You're always going to be kind of a part of that family. Maybe not some people lost their families, but friends are kind of interesting. You just find kind of another human being that you're not related to, and you're like, I like this person. We're going to spend a lot of time together. Friends are important, guys. Make sure that you're there for them, I guess is my point. I've had a lot of buddies recently in the military who've been having a lot of really tough issues, and they've been kind of quiet about it, and I haven't been able to help them out. So take that time to check on your buddies, whether you're in the military or law enforcement, or whether you're a civilian, it doesn't matter. Take that time to show that you care for them and to be there for them, because that's kind of what matters. Gunfighting is really cool, but friendships and that kind of real stuff that we've always talked about is what matters. So that's kind of our message for today, my dad advice. So again,
final thing for you guys. Holiday seasons are always tough. They're tough because for people who don't have family or people who don't have what they perceive that they don't have friends, it can be a very lonely time for them. Reach out to those people. Reach out to old friends, to people you served in the military with from back when. Even if they're doing great, it's going to be a great time to catch up. We are a community. Support each other. Be better. Make each other better. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching.
Last thing for you guys, make sure you eat your greens. Super important. That's all I got for you. For you guys, a lot of people have been sending me in questions asking me, hey, should I join the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, the Air Force, the Space Force, or what should I do? Garand, what do I do? Just call me Mike. But the answer to that is find a job in one of those branches that appeals to you, and then go to that branch for that job. For example, if you want to be a Navy SEAL, go to the Navy. There's no Navy SEALs in any other branch. If you want to be a JTAC, right? There's some JTACs in other branches, but for the most part, you have the Air Force with combat controllers and TAC-Ps. Go to the Air Force so you can do that. If you want to be a infantryman, go to the Army. Again, what branch you're going to join is going to depend on your job. Now, if you're just going in for like HVAC or motor pool, that type of stuff, you have a lot of options there, and I can't really help you. But if it's specific to the branch and that's what you want to do, well, there you go. Mine's already been made up. So hope that was a little bit helpful to you guys. Take care. You're not a dad, but
Not a dad.
you're a dad to all these people now. So a little piece of advice, doesn't have to be gun related, just anything for these people.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you need help, ask for it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Sean?
My biggest thing is perception's reality, right? So if you're having a shitty time, life seems like it's crazy, change your perception. Why is it shitty and what can you control? And being an actual dad, that's what I just hope for my daughter, is that she can change her perception if anything feels bad.
Damn.
Make sure, time you see your parents, give a big old hug.
Thanks, Mojo. Last thing for you guys. I've seen a lot of people say that they can't afford XYZ because it's too expensive. I also see these same people eating out every day. Now I understand that sometimes you might be busy and you're necessitated to eat out due to extenuating circumstances. However, I will say that a good meal prepping on your part will both yield you a healthier meal as well as a less expensive meal, leading to savings, allowing you to be more productive in your life. So a little bit of extra work saves you a lot in the end. Very easy to cook up a lot of stuff and put it in Tupperware throughout the week. Therefore, you make your life easier. Therefore, you have to eat out less, become healthier, and you get more money and healthier. You're hotter and you have more money. Life's just better. Of course, everything doesn't revolve around currency. That being said, being in a financially secure and stable situation will lead to a lot less stress in your life. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves, guys, like I've talked about for a long time in all aspects of your life. Okay, I do have one more thing for you guys. Wash your hands. Dear God, wash your hands, please. Wash your hands. If there's anything that's going to keep you alive longer, it's washing your hands. We can literally stop the cold, maybe, if we wash our hands. So please do it.
All right, final thing for you guys. Again, I'm going to harp on kindness. Make sure that you're kind to one another. Everyone has something that they're going through. Times are rough, right? Make sure you give people the benefit of the doubt. Be nice to each other. Do a good deed. Say something nice. Again, your attitude affects those around you. So continue to be a good, positive influence. We need more of those. We need more people to step up and be those good role models.
Make sure you guys check in on your friends. You know, just one call could save somebody's life. They could just be like a text message, reach out to your people. That's all I got to say.
Okay, so I think that going with training, right? So if you receive the training, if you go and, search out that best training, give it back, right? So it does you no good to take all this training in and become the best shooter and the best at anything if you're not willing to give it back out to others. So I think that would be the dad advice.
Focus on what you can change and not what you can't change. It's gonna make your lives a whole lot easier overall. It's a good way to handle stress and problems.
So I do to all my guests who come on my show, I'm going to ambush you. I want you to give a piece of dad advice to these people. It doesn't have to be dad, it has to be life advice or something, but I give them a piece of non-military, non-kind of gun advice that I allow my guests to just tell the people.
On the spot.
On the spot, whatever you want, man. If there's something that you teach your kids, if there's something that really speaks to you as a person, all you, man. And take the time that you need to think about it since you have a tumor.
Had
a tumor.
Yeah.
I'll cut that part out.
No, leave it. Don't pee into the wind.
All right, final note for you guys. Everybody is freaking out right now, so I'm going to tell you guys what I used to tell people when I used to be a survival instructor back in the day. And that is change what you can and don't worry about what you can't. What I mean by that, in the broadest of terms, is say you are in a survival situation, you are crashed on the side of a lake. Your boat broke down or your plane crashed and you're on the side of a lake and you see a huge snowstorm coming. And all you have are the clothes on you. And you're like, I'm gonna fucking freeze to death right now. But what can you do? Can you worry about the storm and cry about it? Sure. But what you could do is you could be proactive, build yourself a shelter, get a fire going to ensure that you can survive that storm. That's what you can change. You cannot change the storm. So think about that in terms of your life and make those according changes, and it might just help you have a little bit less stress.
All right, final thing for you guys. Be nice. This COVID thing has got everybody going a little bit crazy, including me, as I get shaggier and shaggier and crazier looking every single week. But be nice. Get out there. I think it's because everyone's cooped up and all they have to do is go online and tap, tap, tap and get angry. Say something nice to somebody. You know what? That's a nice freaking hat, dude. Or I really like your sunglasses. Or, you know what? Maybe you didn't run that drill the best, but you're out there and you're practicing, and that's what matters. And here are some constructive points for you to improve upon. Not, you suck, dude, you shoot slow, but hey, dude, that was a really good reload. You could try doing this. Or just be nice, guys, please, for the love of God. Get some more niceness out there. That's what our world deserves. Read about topics that make you uncomfortable. So one thing that we always suggest to people when they say, "Oh, I don't like guns. Guns make me uncomfortable." We're like, "Oh, well, learn about them. That way they don't scare you anymore." And then people learn about them. They're like, "Oh, guns are actually pretty cool." We're like, "Yeah, we know. We've been trying to tell you." You should take your own advice and read about things that you don't understand, cultures or practices or things like that. The point is, the more learned, the more you understand different things, the more you can understand where people are coming from. The more you can identify with them, and the more versatile that makes you as both a conversationalist and as a person. Highly recommended to keep yourself as educated as possible, because knowledge is one of the greatest powers out there. Thank you for watching, gentlemen. You take care of yourselves. Thing I have for you: if you don't eat kale, you're wrong. Get out there and exercise. Go for a run. Get that cardiovascular system going and get healthy. That stuff really matters. I need dad advice for my people right now. All on you.
Oh man, I've watched this scene happen so many times.
No preparedness, dude.
Nervous. I was not prepared for this.
I know. That's why I put you on the spot.
Dad advice. All I tried to do that day and every day since and beforehand was be the best person I could be for me that fit within my moral guidelines. If you can't find your own moral guidelines, then find someone else that you revere and follow through theirs until you find yours.
With the whole COVID business going on, I know a lot of you guys are really just spending a lot of time just inside on your phone, on your computer, that type of stuff. Take a minute, unplug. It's important to get away from all this social media, from all this screen time, because you need time to just connect with people, to connect with nature. Get out there. I know we're kind of on lockdown, but try to enjoy life as much as you can and not through electronics. Just get out there.
Final thing for you guys today is to be critical thinkers. So often nowadays, we see something in the news or in social media and you immediately react to it because surely it must be true, or surely it must be true because it directly plays into what you believe and know to be true. What I ask you to do is to challenge yourselves, to reread stories, to re-verify sources, and to make sure that you challenge your own beliefs and thought processes to ensure that you're being true to yourselves. A lot of craziness going on out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Oral hygiene. Brushing your teeth, flossing, rinsing with mouthwash, all that stuff really matters because that can directly affect other areas of your body. So make sure you're taking care of your teeth because, bad oral hygiene is kind of gross. Also, it's bad for you. So make sure you're doing it. If your parents never told you, I am now. So brush your teeth. Last thing for you is going to be investing. Make sure you invest. If you're younger, like 19 to 20, investing early on in your life will pay dividends later on because time is on your side. So make sure you invest and make your money work for you. Otherwise, it's just going to be sitting there in your bank account. And of course, have enough to make sure that you're safe and okay, but make sure you invest. Okay, one thing. If you're looking to, if you got a girlfriend or a wife or something like that, and you're looking to kind of throw in a little bit more of kind of that spice and that romance into your life, I'd highly recommend little cute notes and little drawings. I'm telling you, it works every time. It shows that you love them and that you're thinking about them, and especially when you kind of put them in various places. I'm not saying hide them creepily, like put them in there with their lunch or put them in their car or in a book that they read or something like that when they get home. Small things that show that you're thinking about them can really go a long way in establishing a really healthy, strong relationship. So it comes highly recommended. Something sweet, or you can draw dicks. It doesn't matter. I know that got my Marines going. Guys, thank you. Okay, get out of here. Thank you.
Guys, a lot of people have been asking me, how do I improve my run times? The best way to do it is with interval, high-intensity training, and hill sprints. So those are things that I highly recommend. Now, am I a sports medicine dude or anything like that? No, but it is a great way to get that heart healthy and strong. Get out there, get cardiovascularly fit.
Change your socks. I know Doc said it, but if you don't change your socks, your feet are going to betray you at the worst possible moments. So make sure that invest your time and your efforts into people who are not toxic. And what I mean by that is there are people who just create drama and make your life more difficult, and continue to do so, maybe get better at times, or just continue to do so. Realize that you have a finite time on earth. Your time is very valuable. And I don't mean to cut everybody out and anybody that ever makes you mad. I don't mean that at all. But just to say that there are some people who will drag you down, and to understand when to leave good enough alone and just kind of get away from those situations, because ultimately you need to make yourself happy. A little bit of self-love, a little bit of Ayn Rand there. So get out there, guys. One more thing for you guys. So I keep getting questions about airsoft. Like, do I hate airsoft? Do I love airsoft? What are my thoughts on it? Honestly, if I was a kid and airsoft was kind of more popular and where it is today, I probably would have played it. It seems like a fun sport. I've never done it or anything like that. I hope to do it in the future, and kind of see that community and how it's working. But just understand where they're at. Like, I don't see a problem with it. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So that's kind of how I see airsofting. So no problem. It looks like fun. So, more power to them, man. Shooting plastic BBs at each other. That sounds kind of fun. I mean, that's pretty much what you do with UTMs, and that's super freaking fun. So get out there, guys. Do airsoft. Who cares what people think? Just have a good time. All right, last thing for you guys. We are getting pretty far into the quarantine now, and I know some guys are losing their minds. So my homework for you guys is going to be reach out to an old friend and actually talk to them. And I know a lot of you guys are hopping on Warzone, having a good time, playing some games and escaping Tarkov, and you're talking to your buddies then. But there's nothing like good old social interaction. FaceTime, talk to them, actually engage with them, because I know sometimes you're kind of mindless when you're on those games. So please engage with a friend, talk with them. Everyone's losing their minds a little bit. Everyone's getting a little bit antsy, and there's nothing like some good old-fashioned conversation and socialization to help bring the world together. Let's try to make this a better world. To give my audience a little piece of dad advice. It's something I always do for them, just a little piece of life advice. I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Yeah.
Either you or Aaron.
Yeah.
Give them a little piece of life advice. Up to you.
Keep shooting until the target's no longer a threat.
Okay, last thing I have for you guys is take the time to take time for yourself. That's my dad advice for today. And what I mean by that is a lot of people, when they're going through school or work or something like that, you can get kind of focused. And sometimes work and school isn't very nice to you. Sometimes you fail a test or you do bad at work and you get punished, and that makes you want to work harder, and that's very good. But sometimes you can get down on yourself. I know that me in particular, I'm very hard on myself when something goes wrong. And, I don't want to, allow myself to relax when something bad happens, because I'm like, okay, I need to work through it. I need to work through this, and that's good. You definitely need to do that. But for your mental health, it is important that you guys take some time to yourself and you relax in whatever way best works for you, whether that be running or whether that be shooting or whether it be skydiving or something, or even playing video games or doing something. The point is, take that time for yourself and relax. Don't forget to treat yourself. That's very important for your mental health. If there's anything I could tell you guys, it would be to cook. Learn how to cook. One, impresses girls. Two, it's going to make you healthier and more swole and all that kind of stuff. Because when you cook, you're going to learn how to cook with fresh ingredients. That means that you're getting more nutrients into your body. That means that you're going to be healthier, more confident, all that kind of stuff. You'll thank me later, but please learn how to cook. It really matters.
Final thing for you guys. Regarding everything that I have going on right now, one thing that I'd like to point out is to be grateful for your health. Be grateful that you're not dead, that you're alive, and despite anything that you might have going on, there's always a way forward. Look forward to that. Enjoy your health. If you're a healthy person right now and you're not enjoying everything that your body has to offer, you're not working out, you're not enjoying the outdoors, you're not experiencing everything that your body can offer you, you're severely missing out. Get out there, work out, do extreme sports, explore the world, because there's going to be a point in your life when you no longer have the ability to do so due to your health, and that would be a sad day indeed. So get out there and do those things.